Hello, everybody. Welcome to your live watch along of Sheffield Eagles away game in the Betfred Championship in Rugby League. We are playing away to Dewsbury Rams at Tetley Stadium. So hopefully we can get the win today after a magnificent performance against Bradford. Let's hope we can make it 2 wins from 2. Guys, get involved in the chat. Start getting conversations going. At the moment, the game hasn't started yet, so we're just... Where's Sheffield Eagles? Where's Sheffield Eagles? Where's Sheffield Eagles?
Live from the Tetley Stadium, a very good afternoon. You're listening to HWD Hospital Radio, Rugby League Live, round the globe.
Sheffield Eagles! Sheffield Eagles! Sheffield Eagles! Sheffield Eagles!
There's a little live section that we have a text box on there. We can see your comments.
Go, boys! Let's get the win today, boys! Get involved in the chat. Sheffield Eagles versus Dewsbury Rams.
Saying a few comments. Martin's on there as well, we believe, as well. So we'll keep you up to date.
Sheffield Eagles. Oh, oh.
But we're just waiting for the teams to come out. But Kane, certainly with the.
I'll give you the lineups today, starting with Sheffield Eagles. We got Gustek, Jones Bishop, Wellham, Oakes, Bass, Farrell, Thackeray, Kurt, Halofahi. I'm trying to learn players' names because he's an ex-NRL player called Halofahi. Dickinson, Johnson, Farrell, and Hodgson on the bench is Douglas, Wood, Broadbent, and Riley. That is your Sheffield Eagles team to be playing Dewsbury Rams today. This is the team for Dewsbury Rams. You've got Gabriel, Turner, Carr, Graham, Dixon. Some of these names I'm going to butcher and stuff like that. Baharel, Minch, Heller, Sykes, Tomlinson, Ryder, Migrant, Speakman, and in this event, Anakin. Then you've got Butterworth, Pelter, Stevenson. There's one guy sounds German, Show, and then you got Schofield, and then the head coach is Greenwood. And ours is Sheffield Eagles. It's Mark Ashton. And this is your Dewsbury Rams to play Sheffield Eagles today.
The referee today, by the way, is Mr. James Vella, as the Eagles come out.
Sheffield Eagles! Where's Sheffield Eagles? Where's Sheffield Eagles?
Top with white shorts and white socks. The Dewsbury Rams today in their home kits of red, amber and black. So they'll be lining up. Remember, we'll have the 13 seconds of respect before the kickoff. Just waiting for the Rams to come out onto the field along with the match officials as well. And then we'll be underway for live coverage of this afternoon. And certainly...
so guys, get involved in the chat. Sheffield Eagles versus Dewsbury Rams in...
We've gone to 301 anyway, so...
Betfred Championship in Rugby League. Dewsbury Rams versus Sheffield Eagles.
I don't know at this moment in time, but I think they're ready and waiting. The kicking tees are coming out on the field, brought out by the Dewsbury. And here we are. It's Dewsbury Rams today. They're led out today by Dom Speedman. So keep it there. We know your thoughts on that one. But certainly today, so Dom Speakman leads the Rams out. Obviously, no Michael Knowles in the side today, so it's going to be there. So the Rams will line up. The referee in green kit today. He'll get things underway in a very moment. I'm sure the players will have that respect moment on them. So taking the knee and the respects, 13 seconds here at the Tetley Stadium, and we're nearly ready and waiting for kick-off. I suspect the referee blows, so the Rams going to start this championship match. So very good afternoon, everyone, wherever you're listening to in the world. It's the Tetley Stadium
boys.
Championship, and it's the Dewsbury Rams against Sheffield Eagles here from the Tetley Stadium as Paul Sykes kicks off.
There we go, on the way. Dewsbury Rams versus Sheffield Eagles. All right to go, boys. Where are Sheffield? Where are Sheffield? Where are Sheffield? Where are Sheffield?
Helps to come in with the tackle and strong.
Guys, get involved in the chat. Sheffield Eagles versus Dewsbury Rams.
It was watching the Leeds against Warrington match yesterday with the head-eye tackles, and certainly with the straight red and some of the things. So obviously the referee's definitely clamping down on those head-eye tackles, and I think now it's probably more relevant to on terrestrial. Don't know the viewing figures yet for yesterday, but
I've got them. I think they averaged 500,000 for the most of the game. They peaked at 735,000, I think it was.
So
absolutely super.
Oh, a kick! Is that going to go out on the full? No, it's not. Lewis Carr has picked that one up, but it was a slicing kick in the end.
Come on, boys!
By the Eagles.
Come on, Eagles!
At one point, I felt that was going out, but it just died as Lewis Carr was there. But certainly ball through. So the Rams with Callum Turner with their first chance now, right on the halfway line. Turner will play this one back to Speakman. Speakman to Sykes. Sykes. No one wants to run for Sykes, and Sykes gets clobbered, and he went probably 10 metres there, Sykes, but unfortunately it was sideways. No one just wanted to run. So here's Magrin. Magrin trying to get those legs pumping, but just not even to the 40 yet of the Sheffield's line. Speakman gives that one.
Where are Sheffield? Where are Sheffield? Where are Sheffield Eagles? Oh, boys.
Turner is going to go forward once again, and he's stopped. It's on the last, but Rams only around about 30 out, and that's been dropped. Oh, is there going to be penalised? It's stripped away. Sheffield not happy.
Come on, Sheffield Eagles.
Just what's the referee? He has given a penalty.
Yeah, hand him.
Yeah.
Wow, Spurs are 2-0 down.
Stupid thing to do. And
so you know some of the football scores as well, folks.
Thackeray, the Eagles skipper, is just berating the decision.
Wolves are 2-0 away at
that was just a straight knock on.
Tottenham. Aston Villa 1-0 down away at Newcastle, and Burnley 1-0 down at home to Liverpool.
Just about 25 metres out, just slightly right of the sticks. Give their chance to get the first points on the board, Kane. But certainly, at least Dewsbury have managed to there. Didn't make much ground, but certainly have got a chance of getting on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. Is Burrell just slots that one over with his right boot to make it Dewsbury Rams 2, Sheffield Eagles 0. But the Sheffield Eagles, I thought they came out really pretty well. Liam Kirk, Tyler Dickinson taking the first.
There we go, 2-0 to Dewsbury Rams.
Pretty poor. Lewis Carr collecting that
giveaway penalty.
But the Rams, for me, in attack looked quite flat. Obviously, you mentioned Paul Sykes didn't really have many options there, and no one wanted to run. And they're quite lucky to get as far as they did and put themselves on the score sheet. They've got to be a little bit better organised as well. Now kicks straight down the line into Turner, and it's that man. What a big hit that was from Chris Anakin. Big hit of 3 or 4 though. Sheffield Eagles players around him managed to make it just up to the 15-metre line, and Tomlinson comes in for his first. So just down the right-hand side, picked up horizontally, but put down correctly in terms of the referee and what he thought about that one. As Burrell comes in, next touch now for Elliot Minicello. Can already tell, when his first touch and his little step and move, he's got that little bit of quality compared to the others. And Magrin in here again for the Rams as they're just getting up towards their own 40-metre line. It'd be interesting if they get to the kick here and see which way the wind's going, as it's an early one from the Dewsbury Rams. It managed to make it up to the 40-metre line and then down to the Sheffield Eagles 20. But great take by Goodsek, the fullback. It was an early kick from Speakman, Rob.
Yeah, I think obviously he did go for 40-20, and the other thing as well is good safe pair of hands, as we know from his time here at the Rams. But certainly it's one of those that slippy conditions, and you have to be careful that when you land there that your feet don't actually slide out of touch. But so the Eagles in possession, middle of the field, just 40 metres inside their own half, heading towards the halfway line. They'll play this one back. So the Rams with that early lead 2-0 from the resulting penalty. So it's Joe Farrell goes forward, and he's stopped by two Rams players. But it's already on the last, and Eagles only on the halfway line at this moment in time. High kick downfield, and it's going to be a tester one for Turner. Turner picks that one out the air, not a problem. Good safe hands, and nearly breaks through there. One thing I did notice as well on the I saw him earlier along talk. Offside there, Sheffield Eagles.
Come on, boys.
For the Rams there. I saw Bailey Lou, Sheffield Eagles player, former Rams. He was last year having a good chat to a lot of his ex-Rams colleagues as well, not in the starting 17 today. So the Rams, from that resulting penalty, are inside the 30-metre mark of Sheffield.
Come on, Eagles.
Downfield. It's middle of the field. Speakman will give that one inside. Back inside to Mancella. And he offloads to, I think that was Anakin. Anakin will play this one back to Speakman. Middle of the park. Coming to his left as the Rams give it to Ryder. Adam Ryder tries to break the tackle. Sorry, it just threw me there. And I have to remember that Adam Ryder is playing as a second rower and not a centre. So on today. So back in field to the middle of the park. Here's Sykes. Sykes gives that one out to Burrell. Burrell gives the forward pass, surely, but they've gone in for the try. And I think Dewsbury have been given that one. And sorry, I was more concentrating on thinking what a forward pass that was to actually see who scored.
Yeah, it was a great try. Except Brad Graham was gone over there for the Rams. And for me, that came from Callum Turner. The way he was so comfortable in collecting that high ball earlier on, and just managed to get away. Minicello involved further up the pitch as well, passing it on to Ryder, who made some good ground too. Then they came back across from that left-hand side, probably about 15 yards in from the touchline, 10 yards out. And Sykes gets the first ball. He's in line with that right-hand post. So he goes out to Burrell, a little dummy, and a great line from Graham. Gets himself over for a try. Down that right-hand side, 10 yards in. It's Dewsbury Rams 6, Sheffield Eagles 0, with a kick to come in. I thought that was a really, really, really good attacking play from the Dewsbury Rams.
Can I just say, Abu Dhabi fans, sorry, Dewsbury are playing towards Owl Lane today. So thanks for pointing that one out. So Dewsbury playing towards the Beaumont Terrace at Owl Lane. So here's the conversion attempt from Burrell. Oh, that was a poor kick in the end there. Flat and didn't get anywhere near the goal. So after close to 8 minutes of action here at the Tetley Stadium, Dewsbury Rams are winning this one 6-0 after that missed conversion. So just looking at Adam,
6-0 down.
Hairstyle. He's absolutely his head is covered in mud, and obviously he's. But I was suddenly thinking, where did that hair grow from on Ryder?
Just about to say, I don't think he can grow a hair anymore. Not like this man, John Magrin, who's got plenty of it. Great drive from the Jamaican international there. And Anakin's now at dummy half, centre of the field, 20 metres away from their own line. And Dewsbury and Keelan Thompson's the next man. Pushes one man off him. Pushes Farrell off him before his brother is in there to help him out. That's the two Farrell brothers making the tackle on Tomlinson. Back into Burrell. Anakin's the next man to take it up. Big hit from him. Dewsbury Rams just making up towards their 40-metre line. Just right of the field. And a little 40-20 I thought it was going to be from Burrell. But he goes low in centre of the field. And Minicello is the first man to get up there and stops Goodzak from making any more metres. But unfortunately, it was quite not exactly the deepest kick from Burrell.
Yeah, I suppose it. Dewsbury now caught offside. But I think that was one of those kicks that in the end that... he didn't realise that none of the team would follow the kick through. If it was a worked move, certainly none of the team were close to catching it. But on that one, first opportunity now for the Rams as Anthony Thackeray charges forward. quite a few years since Thackeray was in a Dewsbury shirt.
I thought you were going to say a few years before he charged forward like that. It was. We all thought he was going for the kick, but he decided to take the tap.
So he's the Eagles' middle of the park, 25 out. Chance now as they go forward with Tyler Dickinson. Dickinson is wrapped up.
Yeah, he's hurt there. That's a big hit from Anakin and Minicello. I think Tyler Dickinson, unfortunately, just bobbed down a little bit and maybe got a bit of a shoulder.
Come on, Sheffield!
Purpose. It was just such a strong tackle from Minicello and Anakin. Tyler Dickinson's going to be okay though. He's got the thumbs up from the Eagles physio. I think it just took it out of him. Did that hit?
Yeah, he's having a bit of a sip, and we'll get ready to restart. And always, so I think the Rams water carriers just need to get off the field, and just referee Mr. Vella just telling the Eagles there, you nice trying to pinch in a few meters. Thackeray gives this one out to the right hand side to Liam Johnson. Johnson's going to be wrapped up. He'll play this one to for Healer, and the hooker switches to his left. Back inside once again. Another good strong tackle there on Dickinson, but it's on the last. The Eagles trying to go through, the wrong option there, and that's going to be wrapped up. I thought that was the last.
Yeah, he gave the last, but he's changed his mind. I didn't see him give back to one.
No, neither did I. Sorry, that's confused us there. Both of us definitely saw the referee indicate, loose ball. Just might be fortuitous in the end there, but in the end,
penalty.
What's
for offside against Paul Sykes, just down this near side in front of us, and the referee's confused us all here, hasn't he? Really?
Yeah, he definitely had his hand up to say it was the last. There was no indication that there was going to be a further 6 there. So Eagles going forward with Evan Hodgson. He'll play this one back. He's 8 meters short of the line, right in front of the post as Thackeray goes himself. But Thackeray's going to be pushed backwards. And,
come on, boys!
Eagles just slightly left of the post. 5 out, charging through. Still trying to go through there, but surely on his back is number 14.
Halafifi, he's gone for it again, hasn't he? But this time held up. Good defence from the Rams so far.
So, that's going to be on the back to the 10-meter mark. And Rams with Dickinson to Thackeray. Thackeray tries again. Better opportunity. The ball's been spilt by the Eagles. And I tell you what, if in the end there, if that could have gone out by Chris Wellham, if he'd have been able to swing that just as he was to his right, it was going to be an easy try for Ben Jones-Bishop. All he would have had to do is catch it and just stroll over the line. But as it stands, it's going to be scrum down. Yes, remember we've got scrums. Remember those things that people get together and nothing happens in them in the end there.
Should have just stuck with the play on ball. Very well. Good defence from Paul Sykes in that, though. He came up strong and hit Wellham hard, used his experience, and the Rams got the opportunity to get themselves out of their own half here.
So the Rams trying to charge forward once again with down that right-hand side, and certainly better option now as I think that's Gabriel coming in for his first run. I think he must have been a bit bored out on the wing there, so he's coming for his first action. He'll play this one back to Speakman. Speakman gives it out to Burrell. Burrell gives it out to Keenan Tomlinson, and Tomlinson's going to be stopped. Rams 40 metres in their own half, just right of the pitch, back into the centre. As Dewsbury just up the jumper stuff as Anakin goes forward, but still can't break that 40-metre mark. Speakman out to Sykes. Sykes kicks high and long, but not long enough. It was easy for Guzek to pick that one out of the air.
Come on, Sheffield!
In the end, I think Paul Sykes would be thinking, if only I could have just put a bit more on that one and just got an additional 10 metres just to play. But it was a good chase by the Rams in the end. That's the main thing that's on that one. So it's definitely all up the jumper stuff. Great tackle there by the Rams as Adam Ryder goes in with Magrin to help with the tackle. Here's Wellham again as Chris Wellham is stopped. The Eagles still just in their own half. Centre field as kick downfield now from the Eagles. Is that one going to go into touch? No, it doesn't. Callum Turner, the Rams fullback, picks that one up, and he's stopped in the end by Thackeray and Liam Johnson. So the Rams inside their own half. Now a run with from David Dixon. You can tell Dixon's this is his first real run because he's got the cleanest sheet shirt on the pitch, I think, at this moment. Gives it to his partner on the wing, and certainly Lewis Carr with a chance now to come field. Still not over the halfway line. Here's Adam Ryder. Ryder is going to be stopped right on that halfway line, but tackles fast running out for the Rams, and certainly this up the jumper stuff at this moment.
Come on, Eagles!
Working too well, but maybe a chance now as that ball goes to the right, just around 40 metres away from the line. But Burrell's got a kick high, and it's a good chase. But in the end, it was an easy take, and the Eagles play well. Dewsbury given offside on that one.
Yeah,
but,
I don't think it was, to be honest with you. I think that's a bit of a poor decision from the referee. I thought it was a good idea going down the blind side, as they call it, from Dewsbury. I went down the right, and there were less players there from each side. A nice little high kick from Burrell, but I think the referee's got that one wrong. But now it's time for the Sheffield Eagles to bring themselves up the field. Managed to kick the ball out just around the halfway line. It's Liam Kirk, the first one to take it in for the Eagles, just on the halfway line. Literally, you couldn't get any more centre on the field if it had tried, and Evan Hodgson, the next one to go in. But good work from Ryder as well as Anakin Minicello, just putting out that tackle as well. Come down the right hand side with Thackeray. Around the back is Liam Johnson. Liam Johnson's still trying to make a move, gets their ball offloaded. The referee doesn't say tackle, even though it looks his arm went down, so he offloaded well, and it's still play on. As good as that was the next one to take it. Halafifi onto Thackeray. Now some back centre of the field, and it's Tyler Dickinson. Anakin came up to him quite hard, 15 metres away. Underneath the sticks are the Eagles. Halafifi goes to his left where Thackeray is. Round the back, it's Farrell. Farrell looks to kick the ball, but he's dropped it. And Dewsbury Rams get to play the ball, and I think it's Graham who's managed to just drop on top of it, ensuring that the Sheffield Eagles don't go any further up the pitch. Oh no, sorry, it was Burrell who got underneath it. Great play from him. And it's Andy Gabriel, the first man, onto Callum Turner. And the Dewsbury Rams are all the way up to the 30-metre line after 2 tackles. That's a really good set from the Rams, especially in defence, the way they're getting out of the field now. Minicello down this left-hand side goes back towards the centres on the 40-metre line, offloads it, as does Speakman. Now Paul Sykes looking for the offload and the pass, but can't find it.
Come on,
just up towards
Sheffield.
The halfway line now. Other Rams down the left-hand side, coming inside to Magrin. He straightens up, just takes it in hard and fast as he can. Magrin plays the ball to Speakman. Minicello looks for the offload, and Chris Anakin's away. Is Chris Anakin still 10 metres away? Passing in the inside to Burrell. Burrell's taken down 10 metres. Last tackle now in for the Dewsbury Rams, in line with that left stick. His Speakman goes down to the left with Paul Sykes. Paul Sykes dummies one does again, and he's tackled just 2 metres away from the line, and it's going to be a handover. But what a break that was by Chris Anakin, and Elliot Minicello involved too, Rob.
Yeah, not been a while since we've seen Chris Anakin with that kind of pace. Just going forward, but the opportunity was there. It was just obviously it was a forward and not someone with a bit more pace there, but did well and good support there by Burrell as well. But opportunities opening up. Very good afternoon. It's 18 minutes gone here. You're listening to HWD Hospital Radio, Rugby League live from the Tetley Stadium this afternoon. It's Dewsbury Rams 6, Sheffield Eagles 0. The Rams taking the lead from an early penalty after 3 minutes. Matty Burrell kicking that one, and then Brad Graham.
Come on, Sheffield Eagles. At least try and get in the game, man.
So it's on the last already for the Eagles. They're not even in the Rams half at this moment in time. Kick downfield, and the ball just holding up there as that one is picked up, and Callum Turner picks that one up and gives it to Andy Gabriel. Gabriel took a knock a few minutes ago, and don't know if he's fully shaking it off yet, but all up the jumper stuff at this moment in time, and certainly it's going to be a hard, tiring game for the players today. We've got to make sure that they keep that hand control working, and try to get good grip on that ball, because it will be slippy as the rain, I think, starts to come down once again. So just short of the halfway line, the Rams centre field, and certainly Speakman will play out to Anakin. Anakin goes forward. He's held up by 3 Sheffield players, but
come on, boys.
Johnson. So on the last, going to be another kick. Burrell kicks high, but certainly no pressure on that one, and not the best kick, but Magwin comes in on the second attempt there as the ball was passed with Adam Ryder. Just needed maybe to try kick that one in the corner rather than back into the middle of the field. So Eagles in possession as the ball out with Wellham. Wellham's going to be stopped, and hard going for both teams at this moment in time. So clean shirt there by a Sheffield player. I'm not sure who will confirm who that one's with a clean shirt, but but still there. Thackeray with a kick downfield. Good kick from Thackeray, and but no support there by his players, and in the end Callum Turner picks that one up, and there's 4 Sheffield players, and Thackeray following his own kick up there. Good work there by the veteran scrum half, and
Liam Kirk's off for the Eagles now.
Yeah, so but certainly on that one, but the interesting thing is that as Callum Turner turned to pick that ball up from Thackeray's kick, it was just you could see Turner slip. So that's going to happen on both ends. Interchange there made by the Rams. Jordan Schofield coming on, and John Magwin is coming off. It's on the last Dewsbury, I think, wanted a penalty, that one. Yeah, but kick downfield from Sykes. Better kick, and that was a good kick. It pushed the Eagles back well inside their own 10. And can Dewsbury keep them down there? That's the thing. So there. So another interchange there.
Anakin's off for Dewsbury with Robson Stevens coming on, and it's Brandon Douglas who is on for the Eagles in place of Liam Kirk now. Isaac Farrell goes to his brother Joe Farrell down the left-hand side. Nearly a good offload by him onto Jason Bath. So all Bath can do is kick it forward and out of play. So that means the Dewsbury Rams, they're going to get the scrum just
that's fair. Guys, if you've seen us yesterday, we won the FIFA Club World Cup. Come on, Sheffield Eagles today. Let's get something going.
Barrels who last week were gaunting the Bradford Bulls fans, and do it again here. Getting some stick back. Bit of a tough challenge in there for Anakin. Only a few moments ago, the Dewsbury Rams players and fans were expecting some sort of penalty. Unfortunately, didn't get it, and obviously now with the scrums, when the ball goes out on the full or in touch, you are allowed to choose where you take the scrum from. So the Dewsbury Rams have decided to just go right of centre of the field. It comes out to this left-hand side where Paul Sykes is. Paul Sykes looks to pass the ball, but instead is tackled by Chris Wellham and Liam Johnson. It's 40 metres away from that Sheffield Eagles try line. The Speakman goes on to Stevens and takes his first touch of the game in his brand new clean shirt.
Not for long.
Not for long though. And Speakman goes with the dummy. Mincello was there, he wanted it. Speakman's tackle now just 25 metres away from the Sheffield Eagles line. Mincello at dummy half. He passes to the right hand side where Sykes is. Goes short again into Schofield. Takes his first drive of the game. Another clean shirt. Not anymore though. And Mincello gets it centre of the field. Passes on to Sykes, and Sykes goes out to his left where David Dixon is. He's dancing. He's going through one. He's gone past another. He's tackled 10 metres away. I think it's the last tackle here for the Rams. It's just 10 metres in from this left touchline. They go down this blind side where Ryder is, unfortunately can't get his arms away. But he takes the tackle 2 metres away from the Sheffield Eagles line. And that's not exactly a bad decision. By the looks of it, Rob, from what I'm thinking with a kick, Sheffield are going very low and the Rams are going very high. So that means the wind is behind the Rams' back. So sometimes, what is the point in kicking it if it's just going to go out of play? Give the handover to the Eagles inside their own 10. It's a pretty good decision to be fair.
Yeah, as long as your defensive
come on, Sheffield
is active. Quickly, just some ladies' scores as we have them. In the Super League, Hull have taken the lead against Wakefield 6-0. Second half, Workington 6, Featherstone 20. It's currently 0-0 after 20 between Barrow and Newcastle. York have taken a lead 6-0 against Batley after 20 minutes. Widnes are 0-0 against Halifax and 0-0 against London Whitehaven as well. So on that one. And in the football, the latest scores we have, it's still Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. Newcastle 1, Aston Villa 0, and Wolves still 2-0 at Spurs. So
while that was going on, I'm sorry, just a nice easy set from the Sheffield Eagles, ended with a grubber kick from Anthony Thacker into the hands of Callum Turner, who passed it on to Lewis Carr. Now Turner back on the ball for the Rams, and an introduction from Martin Riley, going back to his old stomping grounds.
Come on, Eagles.
Dixon gets his way up to the halfway line. Good dancing, jinking run from him yet again. Has made the halfway line. He's just centre of the field now. Go to the left-hand side where Stevens is. He managed to just break one tackler off him and get to the 40-metre line, centre of the field of that Eagles half as they go down that left-hand side. Another good run there from Schofield. And Schofield's tackled 20 metres away, centre of the field, and it's Rams. It's their last tackle. They go down the right with Speakman. Outside is Burrell, going to kick into the corner. Passes underneath it, but Andy Gabriel's there.
Come on,
well.
Eagles.
He just takes it, takes it really well. Then runs centre of the field. He's going to be tackled only 10. I think it's 5 metres away from his own sticks. A good chase, a good kick there from the Dewsbury Rams, although it did seem there wasn't much of a plan there. They managed to do pretty well just to keep the Eagles tight, deep down in their own half.
Yeah, it just, Dewsbury caught offside once again, but that high kick from the Rams there, just, it was more in the corner, but the follow-up just wasn't clear from, so the Rams penalised once again, and certainly, let's hope the fitness levels by both teams are going to be the best today, because it's going to be certainly hard work for both the players out there. So it's inside the Eagles half, just on the halfway line now, as the tap was made. Decided to tap that rather than kick it downfield. So Johnson gives that inside, as now a chance for the Eagles to try and just build something going forward. Chance now with that Dickinson is going to be stopped. So still the Eagles slowly just building up momentum, as 18 is Martin Riley. Riley goes forward, and certainly he knows this ground as well as anyone. So Riley back inside to the left-hand side to Thackeray. Thackeray out to Joe Farrell. Farrell's going towards the line, but he's stopped. He's on the last this time. Dewsbury.
Come on, Eagles.
Can they hold out? Push back. Eagles have got offload, and I think the referee should shout held. Good defensive set there by the Rams. It was a good effort by Joe Farrell. He thought he'd broken the line.
Come on, Eagles! Come on, Eagles! Come on, Eagles!
Just another interchange. That's the hooker interchange, as Speakman comes off and Butterworth comes on for the Rams. But Dewsbury being pushed back. Need to push down there, and that's the thing now with the ground being muddy. The players push backwards there. So David Dixon tries to bring the ball out for the Rams. Back inside.
Sorry, Rob. I thought that were really good defensive work from the Rams. I thought they were a forward pass, but Speakman, you mentioned, just come off. I think he's had a really good 25 minutes so far. Reece Butterworth has to come on and do the exact same job that he's been doing since the start of this game.
The Rams just need to get out there on half at this moment in time. And the Cello tries to go forward now, but he's stopped. And all of a sudden, 5 tackles gone in just a flash. And Dewsbury just nowhere near getting out the own half. As Sykes kicks downfield.
Come on, Eagles! Come on, Eagles! Come on, Eagles!
Downfield. It's going to go dead. But in the end there, I think Burrell offloaded. He felt that his halfback partner was in a better position to offload the ball and kick downfield. So
Sheffield Eagles, roll way up! Sheffield Eagles, roll way up! Sheffield Eagles, Sheffield Eagles, Sheffield Eagles, Sheffield Eagles.
It's still 6-0 here to the Dewsbury Rams, and 28 minutes of action played. Well, referee there, and well, Sheffield have mucked that one up, and the Dewsbury Rams congratulating each other, as it's going to be a scrum on the halfway line. And Dewsbury going to make their 4th interchange so far, and in the end it's going to be Ross Peltier is coming off, and well, in the end there, I think Minicello thought he was coming off there, and they've said no, it's not you, mate.
Well, maybe not just yet. But Michael Ward's come on for the Eagles. He was the man just to receive that forward pass as the Rams start this come down the left-hand side with Sykes onto Turner. Turner's going to be tackled just 40 metres away from that Sheffield Eagles line. And that change is now being done with Mincello and Peltier coming on. Can he get the first touch of his game? No, he can't. Goes to Robson-Stevens instead. But I'm sure Peltier is going to take this ball in now from 30 metres away as Butterworth gets from the dummy half. Sykes, first man receiver. Then on to Stevens. And that's another forward pass. But this time it's Sykes to Stevens. So there you go, Eagles. You can have the ball back after two pretty sloppy passes from both sides.
Come on, Eagles.
It was certainly the problem is they were too close to each other.
Yeah.
But even the best can do it. There was some awful forward passes. Watching the Leeds against Warrington game on TV yesterday, and that was Super League. So anyone can do it. So scrum down, just 20 odd metres inside the Sheffield half, and back down to 30. As they try to come forward, but good defensive work from the Rams, trying to push back, and certainly excellent work. Referee Mr. Vella shouts hold. Oh, that's going to be 6.
Yeah. Interesting that. I don't think that was good. I don't know. Very interesting. Four players around Ross Oakes there, who was the man for Eagles, driving the ball forward. It's not exactly going to be easy to get off in.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. While you've got the momentum, I think, while you're still skidding, but just depends if the players can hear the referee shout help.
Get in England.
That's going to be the question. Peltier comes in with his first action of trying to stop the Eagles player getting towards the halfway line, and Butterworth comes in there. So chance now to break going forward, and I think in the end there, Isaac Farrell was just if they've kept his head up there, that could have been a dangerous situation for one of the Dewsbury players. But it's Martin Riley, he stopped. It's on the last, just 40 metres away from the Rams try line, but it is the last. Thackeray is going to have to kick high, and plenty of action on that one. It's going to bounce, and in the end there, then Callum Turner decided, obviously, usually don't let a rugby league ball bounce, but he was edging towards the line. I think he felt that maybe with the feet conditions there, if he'd have slipped, his foot would have gone into touch.
He's so calm and collective, is Callum Turner. I'm really enjoying
him
so far. 31 minutes into this game, he's looked really comfortable. Even the decision there, just to let it bounce, I felt as if he knew it was just going to go straight out.
Yeah, as long as it bounced to its right and not to its left, that was going to be the measurement. So Sheffield, they caught offside this time. And, chance now for the Rams just to go down this line. 32 minutes have played here at the Tetley Stadium, and tight still 6-0 to the Rams. What a bad kick. It's sliced off Burrell's foot, and he's not made touch. Was it Sykes?
Sykes ended up taking it, unfortunately.
And I saw it slice off his foot, and in the end there, it's not made touch. So a fundamental error there by the Dewsbury scrum half. So chance now for the Eagles to take advantage of that poor play from the Rams. Tackle comes in as Butterworth with Peltier comes in with Stevens to make the tackle. Down the left, skips to Isaac Farrell, misses out Joe, and that's pushed backwards. Stevens makes the tackle. Ball will eventually come back out. Now centre of the field as Sheffield found about 15 metres short of the line. It's on the last. So
come on, you
Sheffield's
go.
going to have to run this one. Just there to Riley. Riley has lost that one. That's going to be a knock on. And then the referee in the end there, I think it was a touch just coming on there. Just having a word with Paul Sykes on something there.
Probably telling him to shut up.
So as that ball being played out to
still Sheffield Eagles 0, Dewsbury Rams 6.
Just try to go downfield. I have to say that Dewsbury been stuck in their own half for an awful lot of this sort of second quarter. But Peltier now with the first time he's got ball in hand, trying to go through. And he makes a good 10 metres and loses or someone's lost a boot out there anyway.
Yeah,
Peltier, as he was trying to get that one on. So as he charges forward, so the Rams going forward now, heading towards their own 40 and just short of that line. But Dewsbury just will be hoping that they can make some more ground. Butterworth kicks and yes, did land in touch.
So did it bounce though? Because that was close to a 40-20.
No, it's just close there. I think he don't think he was actually in his own 40 at the time they tried it, but certainly there. But quick thinking and quick boots, and at least it landed in the field of play before bouncing outwards. So that's going to be to push Sheffield back. Anyway, so
I think it was a good decision from him, to be fair. And like you mentioned, Rob, Dewsbury been struggling to get out their own half recently. Past 5 to 10 minutes.
Still to watch Newcastle versus Aston Villa.
Set here. Don't give away any penalties and let the Eagles force errors and have poor kicks, and hopefully the Rams can put themselves another score and further up the field. But it is the Eagles who have managed to get up to the halfway line with Jason Bass. That's been moved on to Martin Riley now. He is 40 metres away on the left-hand side from the Dewsbury Rams try line. That rain is still coming down as Farrell pass it on to Anthony Thackeray. He's been wrapped up though by Adam Ryder. A couple more players coming there to help him out. Getting themselves back nice and 10 metres, and now it's Liam Johnson. He's the next one to take it on. Last tackle here for the Eagles, 25 metres away down this right-hand side. It's Thackeray, dribbles forward and then kicks in towards the middle where Borelli, he gets away from one, gets away from the second one. Good little play there from Burrell, and he's managed to get tackled just 10 metres away from his own line. Could have been worse, but good play from the young halfback. Lewis Carr comes in from this left-hand side to take a tackle. There was a bit of a swing arm. I do agree with some of the fans in front of us. That was Joe Farrell doing that before Andy Gabriel's the next man to take it up. I'll tell you what, Rob, something I want to talk about at half-time is how good the backs have been for Dewsbury Rams so far this game. I think they've been outstanding. Butterworth at dummy half gives it on to Stevens. Stevens makes another good set of yards for the Rams up to nearly the 30-metre line. It's quite tough now. Ground getting quite heavy, quite slippy. And Peltier takes a big hit and still driving forward. Gets past the 40. Liam Johnson trying to strip it away from him. It's now the last tackle for the Dewsbury Rams. Butterworth at dummy half, pass it through left-hand side where Sainz is. Sainz just manages to find the bounce. The ball goes out 15 metres away from that Sheffield Eagles line, and it is going to be I don't know what they're doing. Is it a scrum or the handover when it's on the last tackle? I think the last time they did just a handover.
Yeah, it's just
yeah, it's just a handover. I'm going to play the ball to the Eagles just inside their own 20. Martin Riley just takes the ball on. Hang on to Joel Farrell. First drive of this set for the Eagles. Rams could do with an unforced error right now. Be perfect for them. Referees tell them to get themselves back on side. And here comes Ben Jones-Bishop. Not seen much of him yet so far. Rams have been told to get themselves on side as the Sheffield Eagles just managed to make it past the halfway line, centre of the field. And Halafifi comes to his right-hand side where Riley back on the ball again. Just still urging his way forward. The two men on his back. They come back down to the right. Thackeray kicks and grubbers the ball forward, but Callum Turner's there just so well, just to slide his body along the floor before catching it onto his chest, and Ben Jones-Bishop wraps him up for tackle one. Now Lewis Carr just comes in to see if he can help the Rams get out of their own half. Does well so far. Turner at dummy half. Andy Gabriel coming on from that right-hand side. Comes all the way over to the left, where the Rams are trying to get themselves out up to that 20-metre line. At dummy half, in comes Peltier. Now a bit of drive forward from him up to the 30.
Yeah,
the Rams.
that's one thing, obviously. I think today with Peltier, because you had Ferguson, you mentioned there, it was a day for the big men. So certainly to go forward. Just quickly to say how to, it's on the last. Quickly, we'll just see this one as Paul Sykes kicks downfield. Another good kick from Sykes. Brilliant kick from Sykes.
Come on.
What a kick that was from Paul Sykes. And Dewsbury will get the opportunity. There's only about, I would say about a minute left. Not had much stoppage time at all in this first half. And an opportunity now for the Rams, just 10 metres away from the line with Robson Stevens to go forward. And he'll charge that ball. And he's going to be stopped just short of the line. Stevens gives that one back out to Butterworth. To Peltier. Peltier, try and get over the line. Can he get the ball down? No, he can't. It's just stopped. Big man, Peltier. He's stopped by Liam Johnson. Johnson picked that one up. Surely that could have been a penalty as well, because certainly the Dewsbury player, I don't think had been actually anywhere close to picking the ball up. But the Rams going to the right. Burrell out there, and not the best pass out in the end. It's going to be pushed into touch, and that was not the best play from the Dewsbury Rams there. I think with the conditions there, Dewsbury were right by the try line. In the end, they got pushed back. They played it once out. Burrell threw it to his right-hand side, and in the end there, Andy Gabriel and that side of play with Brad Graham there were going to be pushed into touch. Well, we've got a quick break before the half-time. It's how high. Let's have a look. Have a good day. Good morning to Jimmy J in Colorado. And also we've got a listener in Abu Dhabi as well. So probably two different weather conditions out there. I'm sure if Jimmy's in Colorado, might be a bit of snow. And if whoever's listening into Abu Dhabi as well, might be a bit more heat out there. So there's the hooter. The referee will blow. And that's the half-time here at the Tetley Stadium. Well, 6-0.
Half-time, folks. Sheffield Eagles 0, Dewsbury Rams 6.
The weather conditions and the ground cutting up, making it hard work out there. But Dewsbury leading at the interval, and they're coming into a good round of applause from their players as well. But certainly it's been a lot of up the jumper stuff, and Dewsbury did take the lead after 3 minutes with Matty Burrell's penalty, as Dewsbury took advantage of the foul play of Sheffield Eagles, scoring from the penalty after 3. And then Dewsbury, you have to say, quite fortunate. I think both myself and Kane thought blatant forward pass, but got away with it as Burrell offloaded to Brad Graham. Brad Graham ran in to score the try, and certainly there, but the conversion was missed. But after that, really, it's been a case of up the jumper stuff as the rain came down. The pitch got heavier and heavier. But Kane, Dewsbury, I think, well worth the lead in that first half.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do think the wind is behind their backs. But I think the backs, and speaking of backs, the back players have been absolutely superb for me. Callum Turner has been brilliant. Andy Gabriel, Lewis Cardiff, Dixon, Brad Graham, obviously with on the score sheet. I think where they've dealt with the game, and I mentioned it at the beginning, Rob.
Where's Sheffield Eagles? Sheffield Eagles!
As fast as they can, and it's been absolutely superb. Really impressed with it. The try that they scored was really good. It's now how they deal with it in the second half. I think what they've done defensively has been pretty good. They've wrapped up the Sheffield Eagles when they needed to. It's now about how are they going to defend these kicks, these longer kicks with the wind into the faces.
Sheffield Eagles!
Now it's about going harder than they already
Sheffield Eagles!
Continue that in the second half as well. So that's it, half-time 6-0. We'll have a bit of music. We'll run down the half-time scores when we come back.
So guys, get in the chat. It's Sheffield Eagles 0, Dewsbury Rams 6. Get in the chat. Get conversations going. And I'll give you guys the scores. Let's do. To put them up here to get you guys the scores. Still Liverpool 1-0 up against Burnley. Newcastle 1-0 up against Aston Villa. And Wolves are 2-0 up against Tottenham. So basically, all in all, results have gone Chelsea's way. As in, for us being third. And I'll happily take a third because it's better on last year because we finished fourth. So it's actually an improvement on last year. And we've already won 2 trophies, so. So life gives you lemons, it gives you lemonade. But guys, get involved in the chat. If you guys are new to the channel, like, someone subscribe if you are new, it's Sheffield Eagles 0, Dewsbury Rams 6. But like I say to friends and everyone else, it's not over. It is not over before the fat lady sings, because we're only 1 try behind. Just to let you know, we are 1 try. Literally behind. Just a try, and we're back in it. That shows how close this game is. You're 1 try off of winning, of equaling the scores, getting back into the game. And it's like you got to keep going, keep pressurising. So get you guys in the chat. So guys, get your things in the chat. We're going to be giving your opinions, see what you think. But, like I say, it's not going to be easy. But, like I say, everything's not easy. But you just got to keep ploughing along. That's all I can say. Ploughing along, get the results like you need to. But, like I say, we have to basically go and get what we need, and that is just a try. A try, and you're literally back in the game. I always say that you might be thinking to myself, you're going to keep going on, and I'm going on, and I'm going on. Not really. Because it's the staple what rugby is. It's going to keep ploughing along, going to keep getting the results that you want, and hopefully, and this is not from my own perspective, but in fairness, we're actually playing all right. It's just somehow we just needed to be on the ball, because we get giving away stupid things in stupid areas, which we could avoid if it was just to be, what's the word? I don't know what the word is anymore, but if you keep playing the way we are, and you play like this, and you do what you need to do, I could see us winning this game. It's just, we just got to be on the ball, do what we can do, and see it through. We got to be easy on the eye. Is what I always say. Easy on. It's like you got to be easy on the ball. Is one of my main phrases. Is easy on the ball, because you got to be going for it, you got to give it your best shot. That's all we can ask for from any team, is give it the best of your ability and let's go for it. Like, physically, let's play. One of my newest tracks for you guys during half time. So here we go. Here's one of my newest tracks. I haven't got a name yet, but I'm going to let you guys hear it first. Here it is. One of my newest offerings. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm back, folks. I think you guys enjoyed that track. The newest track from me.
So they were out first in the Versa. So Joel Farrell just taking a bit of banter with some of the spectators in the crowd there as well, and so he's ready and waiting as the Eagles just waiting for the officials and the Dewsbury team, which they are, as Dewsbury come back out of the field.
It's going to be very different for the Rams this half. Callum Turner had such a good first half. He's gonna have it all to play for this second, especially with this wind. You know, we're going to see Andy Gabriel dropping quite far back, as well as Lewis Carr. They've really got to be on it. The kicking game from Thackeray is obviously his experience is going to be key for the Eagles. We saw the Eagles last week come out in the second half and beat the Bulls, as we've done with us other heavy woolen sides, Batley recently, who are losing to York, and I think they'll come back. But let's hope that the Dewsbury Rams can hold on to this one as they're now going from left to right.
So, very good afternoon. If you just join us, it's the second half here at the Telly Stadium. Dewsbury Rams against Sheffield Eagles in the Betfred Championship, and certainly Dewsbury will have the first set of 6 to.
Come on, boys! Come on! Come on, Sheffield Eagles!
Certainly doesn't look like we've done any more interchanges. Dewsbury made the 4 interchanges in that first half. So I'm sure they're maybe just waiting for the 20-minute mark of the second half as well, unless injuries prevail. So the Rams, middle of the park, and coming through with Burrell, gives it to Keenan Tomlinson. Tomlinson, he's stopped on his own 40. Tries to play it, but Sheffield player all over him at this moment in time.
Surely that's back to 1 for me.
Yeah, there's some of the decisions in the first half, just that Burrell, the referee just gave, but it's on the last as Matty Burrell kicks downfield, and good kick.
Go on, Eagles! Go on, Eagles! Go on, Eagles!
Turn and run and come through, but another good chase by the Rams there, and in the end there pushes Bass about 5 meters away from his own try line. So great chase by the Rams. Down this left-hand side for Eagles now. Gets just over the 10. Still trying to get a bit of Thackeray. Will play inside to his left-hand side and to give it to Ross Oakes. Oakes is going to be pushed back. Oakes will play this one to Thackeray, who's currently acting as hooker as well, to Wellham. Wellham is going to be pressed, and he'll try offload, but in the end there, referee shouts held, and a bit more extra pace as Joe Farrell tries to go forward. Wrapped up, but it's on the last. Farrell will play this one back down this left-hand side, and Thackeray kicks downfield, and I think that one, is it going to go into touch? Yes, it does eventually. Turner just decided to leave that one as he realised he was getting closer towards the sideline, and didn't want to put his foot on the whitewash. So in the end, a good kick by Thackeray means Dewsbury will play the ball on the scrum on about 10 metres mark. It was on the last, so that'll be the turnover, and in the end the ball will be played back eventually when the referee decides they can play it, as Butterworth throws that one out. So the Rams just round about 20 out, trying to build some momentum to come downfield. I think Robson Stevens tries to give that momentum. Butterworth goes to his right and plays not the best ball out to Tomlinson, and I don't think Tomlinson really could do much about that. Sometimes these basses, obviously with the conditions, the players are so close to each other that all the jumper stuff doesn't give them much opportunity. Sheffield being warned to get back on side. Stevens throws it out to Sykes. Sykes to Adam Ryder. Ryder tries to go down, but he's on the last now. So certainly some football ones with Liverpool have beaten Burnley to cut that lead at the Premier League down to 9 points once again. Liverpool a game in hand over Man City. And well, what's
I think it's Sykes. I think it's the play was tackled by Reece Butterworth. I'm just trying to see who it is. I think it's Ben Jones Bishop, and manages to get the high bomb at first, runs away and gets towards the middle of the field because the ball went up towards that Eagles' right. Butterworth is the man to hold him up. Sykes then comes in, and I'm not too sure as It was facing the opposite way from where we are, Rob, so we couldn't exactly see what's happened. But Sanks has gone in. There's been calls for swinging arms. The touch judges are coming in for a word. I don't think it was too big of an issue. I think if it was, I think more players had come in, steaming in like they do for having a kiss and a cuddle. But there is
cards coming out, Matt.
Card is coming out. Paul Sykes getting called over, where it's going to be the yellow or the red. That's the interesting one. Just waiting to see what it's going to be. Paul Sykes is already walking. Referee can't get his card out, and it's a yellow for Paul Sykes. So that's 10 minutes in the sin bin for him. Started my stopwatch, so I'll be able to tell you when he's allowed to come back on. Paul Sykes looks disappointed with himself, and he should be really, to put himself in that position, because now the Rams have got 12 men on the field with the wind in the faces. So it's going to be a tough one for the next 10 minutes or so. If we can keep the Eagles scoreless, they'll get on the score sheet themselves. They'll have done an absolutely fantastic job, but it's Isaac Farrell just going to kick this ball out to his left-hand side. If he can get it out, and it just on the halfway line. And now it's the Eagles' turn to challenge the Rams' defence.
Yeah, it was interesting watching that Leeds-Warrington match yesterday when Leeds at one point went down to 11 on the field, and certainly at one stage Leeds were the better team still going forward. Obviously, it's just that momentum where 6 clear given to Sheffield now, and this is dangerous for the Sheffield Eagles, and the Rams have got to hold firm as that ball comes in. So just right at the pitch as they're trying to go down, but in the end, Thackeray's pass wasn't the best, and Dewsbury managed to cover that side as David Dixon goes in with Ryder for the tackle. Back into the Thackeray goes himself, throws the ball out to his right-hand side, but Ben Jones Bishop can't do anything with that one. He'll play this one backwards. Back again to Thackeray. Thackeray to Johnson. Johnson breaks the first tackle, and Sheffield by the sticks, but it's about 5 metres out, and running it, I think, just trying to see, was that 8, Brandon Douglas, that was nearly over the line, but he's pushed backwards. Still Dewsbury with that chance now, and Dewsbury needs to get back. Oh, that's going to be 6 clear to Sheffield. Oh, no.
No, it was a knock-on, I think, and either way, it's gone backwards towards that Dewsbury Rams line, so they've come up with a ball with a great play, and Eagles had the overlap down that right-hand side. They did really well, did the Rams, to ensure that ball didn't go over the try line. I thought Lewis Carr and David Dixon down there, the Rams' left-hand side, was superb defensively then.
Yeah, it's Adam Ryder came in just to help, just to stem the tide there, because it's quicker hands by the Eagles there, and it would have been their first points of the afternoon. But as it stands, the Rams still holding firm with 12 men, and 6 minutes played here on the pitch, and kick, is that going to go into touch? Just Morrell struggled with that one. He seemed to put an awful lot of behind it, but he was like one of those that were in slow motion as the ball was just heading towards the line. And like I say, these players just at this moment in time just not taking the risk of trying to touch that ball as it goes in.
Well, there must have been a touch from a Sheffield Eagles player, because
yeah, it's just
Dewsbury Rams have got this back. Maybe that's why he looked as if he was struggling to get over the line.
Yeah, so, but must have taken all the power off it then to do that. But so ball forward. So the Rams, good tackle there, and certainly the Rams now with Butterworth to his left, to Burrell, to Ross Peltier. Peltier tries to charge with those big legs, and he's about front of the post, but Rams about 15 metres out. Chance now as they're going forward.
Schofield again.
And Schofield trying to...
Come on, Eagles, do something.
5 short of the line. Butterworth back inside. Is that Stevens? Stevens turns in the tackle. He stopped short of the line, and in the end there, I think he was pushed backwards. Butterworth going to go himself. Can he get over? No, he can't. He's wrapped up with about 6 Eagles players underneath him, and probably the smallest player on the field, trying to get under there, but It's going to be on the last, though, on this set of 6. Tackle and kick's going to be made. Burrell with a high kick. Who's underneath that one? Oh, the ball's been knocked backwards by Andy Gabriel in the end there. He rose highest, but he was heading out of touch as that kick was good kick from Burrell there, because it was causing a bit of havoc. Number 16 on the field, Blake Broadbent, is on for the...
Yeah, I'm alright.
Saw him a couple of times last year.
Ah.
And,
Oh, come on, do
something. Players just struggling now to
yeah.
look forward, but to go away.
Come on, boys. Do something for fuck's sake.
The referee gave in that first half. So ball back inside as
yeah.
Loose ball, but Thackeray gives it away and manages to get it to Joel Farrell. Farrell running himself, and all.
Except what?
Just in the end there.
Yeah, but the only difference is there's only one try, and they're saying on commentary they're saying that the conditions are bad and everyone's doing forward passing and making mistakes. Because it even turned. No, it's commentary. If even said it. And that's commentary for Dewsbury Rams. I've even said it. Saying it's not been the best game. Because everybody's making mistakes.
Well, he was holding the two Dewsbury men that were around him, and
yeah, because he's saying it's just due to weather conditions. Because if you see what the weather's like at the moment, you can understand why. Absolutely pissing it down.
We've seen recently on TV
and making it a mud stein.
Any worse than what Paul Sykes done earlier, so I'm sure the referee's going to have a
word. And apparently even Dewsbury Rams had said that their try shouldn't have never been given. Because it turned out it was a forward pass and the referee still gave it.
Sorry, Kay. I'm so used to the other side there.
Red card. Red card for Reese Butterworth.
No, they're just saying that the referee made an error.
Well, red card for Reese Butterworth.
I mentioned that yesterday after seeing the...
And Sheffield and Dewsbury Rams are down the man. A player has just been sent off.
Basically, it's the one yesterday on TV was... They said that so I can't even remember who was on the lead.
James Bentley.
He had a clenched fist.
He had a clenched fist, yeah.
Rather than a flat hand. But obviously, certainly at this moment in time, so a straight red there. And,
yep. So hopefully now Sheffield Eagles can go and get something from this now because we've got them an advantage.
Players just they've still got about 5 minutes as well. Just over 5 minutes, I would say.
No, they've got about 3 minutes, 2.5 now, actually,
right, okay.
Before Sykes comes back onto the field.
So, but can they hold out, though? That's going to be the question in that time. Thackeray gives that ball out. Dewsbury going to have to...
And Liverpool's strike got away with it.
Because at this moment in time...
Oh, I can't believe that as well from the referee. So, just the play of the ball was in completely the wrong place. The referee's allowed play on. It's still the Eagles here. Just 2 meters away from the line of the right-hand side. Anthony Thackeray, first receiver, plays out the back. Oh no, in fact, kicks into the corner.
So now you know. So now you know why I got off the chat originally.
Left-hand corner with Bass, if it weren't for Andy Gabriel there, but the referee. I'm really sorry. I'm not one to.
My dad's already said that's why you don't hang around or talk to dicks like that. Because my dad knows people like fans of Liverpool, and none of them have gone and given him stick for this final because you don't do it until like a few days before because you've played all your games.
So it's dropouts, sticks, and
my dad. I know people that won't do that. I banter with him because I know the person and we'll have like harmless fun because we know that we're all just having a bit of a laugh.
Certainly the ball not played correctly, and Dewsbury going to have the ball.
Why? If you've not seen the history, that means you're saying we've not won the Champions League, we've not won Premier Leagues, we've not won the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, the UEFA Super Cup twice.
So that's there. So it's going to be interesting now. Obviously, Speakman trying to.
But they're not.
Things as the Rams come.
But then he's not happy now because we've took that title off of Liverpool because now we're the newer ones.
Back in play. Remember the Rams at this moment in time still waiting for Paul Sykes to get back on the field.
Go about a minute until he's back on.
So
I'm not really.
back forward. Sykes
Yeah.
comes out of the dugout ready to go back on and make the Rams back to 12. But
that is true.
So far in that space
Because
of, 10 minutes.
Because at the moment,
in that space of 10 minutes nearly, they have had straight red for a high tackle.
That's up for
but it's on the last.
The first one that you said was the Premier League. People are still putting that up as a debate. Because Liverpool still got a game in hand, and if they win that, then you could still think they still got a chance. Because that's a big, massive debate. Yeah, but the only difference is we're nearly 10 points behind Liverpool. We're nearly. That's why I said nearly. We're not far off nearly being 10 points behind Liverpool, and Liverpool's. That's why I said nearly 10 points.
20-metre line, 25.
They're about 3 points off of us being 10 points behind.
Sheffield Eagles within their own 20-metre line by Ekram, Liam Johnson. What a great chance that was for the Dewsbury Rams, just to ease that pressure off themselves as Sykes gets himself back on the pitch.
I know, but we also got to say that we can't say we have a game in hand on them because they've also got a game in hand on us because of they still got one game to play as well. But we got two. We've actually got two. Because if you count the Good Cup final, we've both got him.
It's like wait for it. I had it for.
Yep, and do you want to know what's interesting? One of Liverpool's games in hand is actually playing Arsenal.
And a penalty, 2 points, got to take it. Offside there by the Sheffield Eagles.
And our other one's Leicester.
And now Dewsbury Rams are going to take the 2. Good decision there. You know, we saw it. I mean, we've got a guest in here as well who said 2. All the players down on the pitch said 2. We said 2. Really good decision there. I think for the Dewsbury Rams to do this. In fact, they're going to take the tap instead. Why are they doing that? Interesting.
Not Brighton shite. You mean Plymouth shite?
It's going to be hard. If they don't score on this one, then they're going to have to.
But that one was
obviously a long time.
But that Plymouth one, that one was the worst. That one was the hundreds of times worse than the Brighton one.
Knock on from the Dewsbury Rams, you know that
the risk hasn't
because you didn't expect the calibre of our team to concede a goal to that.
2 scores ahead as such, and then they knock it on with the first tackle afterwards. It's a massive chance.
Yeah.
Massive chance missed. So unfortunately, it is going to be a scrum to the Sheffield Eagles.
The only benefit you can say about this pitch is it's going to be hard work for both teams.
There was a big massive argument on July Soccer Saturday about that because Clinton Morrison went in because Clinton
it will help the level
because Clinton Morrison said because of Liverpool got a game in hand, said they still got a chance.
Made by the Eagles, as we've seen Douglas.
But literally everyone, I mean every pundit has said we're out of it, completely out, and I believe that.
Dickinson will
focus on.
play this one back to
if we.
Halafihi as he goes to his left to Isaac Farrell. Isaac Farrell beats the first one. Second tackle out to his brother Joe.
For Matt.
Dewsbury, first time they've missed tackles in that 6 there.
Yeah, because if we want to win the league, literally, we would have to win every game. We have to
forward, and hopefully that's picked up by Turner, and it is.
Except for one. We get respect from one. Gary Neville, the one that I don't like, and my dad doesn't like because he disrespects us. The one that hits the most on Chelsea for no reason whatsoever and treats us like we're a pile of shite and we're the shittest club on planet Earth is Jamie fucking Carragher.
To push Sheffield well back in their own half.
My dad.
So ball outs there is good handoff.
My dad doesn't like.
Certainly.
My dad doesn't like him because he never says anything nice about Chelsea because he refuses to, and that's just because he's a Liverpool legend.
Mincello back on as well.
So a bit of experience out there as well. Obviously won't know the players too well, but certainly on the last. as Dewsbury will be hoping there that Burrell can kick. And
The only other, there is someone that usually is on the panel for sometimes when we play, and that's Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. He's the only other one. But that's just more or less, he's going to be biased because he's an ex-Chelsea player.
Just behind the halfway line for Sheffield Eagles.
Yeah, just bad position.
Yeah, Redknapp's half and half. If we play rubbish, then I'll accept people saying we're not good and stuff like that because we played rubbish. If we play good, I would accept people wanting to say something good about us.
Newcastle 0, Batley 0, York City 6, Dewsbury Rams 6, Sheffield Eagles 0, Halifax.
And most of
Widnes 8 now, London Broncos 0.
And most, and most of it's from Carragher. He does it just either way.
It's the Monday night match.
He's the worst for it.
Yeah.
Away at Lee.
So Lee Sports Village as well.
What about Micah Richards?
Any of the Bradford Bulls scores today? They play tomorrow night on Premier TV. So on that one. So Sheffield's. Back inside, not the best pass out to Thackeray. Thackeray gives that high ball out, but
people have got to give Chelsea a bit of notice.
It's on the last though. Sheffield down this left-hand side now. Thackeray kicks across field into the arms of the Dewsbury player, and Gabriel is he pushed back over his own line.
Why is that not a penalty? He has given it as if for the flop from Joel Farrell up on top of Andy Gabriel. He did really well, did Gabriel, to catch that ball first. It was in the infielder play. Then he danced around one man. I think it was Bassey danced around before Joel Farrell just jumped on top of him for a flop. So now he's going to kick this ball out of the touch. Hopefully make a good 20 yards if he can. He's made it up to the 20, so he's not done too bad.
I have no idea.
And the Rams can just relax a little bit and just put themselves back up the field, hopefully.
Yeah, just think will there be regret not going for 2 points when they had the opportunity earlier on with the penalty in front of goal. And I can understand the thinking in one way, thinking, well, if we can get over the line in this set of 6, but certainly I think a guaranteed 2 points would now be haunting them on this one because drop goal scenario as well is going to be hard.
You know what's interesting? You know when people say that Liverpool or Everton's the closest to the actual River Mersey, it actually isn't. They're nowhere near it. Geographically in Liverpool, there is one of because it was when I was watching, there was this club's closer to it, and I think, and they're not even like a top flight club.
Good chase as well. Guzak's lost that ball, and certainly spilt it.
No, because if you've seen what Lampard has done, he's got him on a winning run.
Guzak went in there. He did go backwards initially, but it was spilt.
And
then, obviously the follow-up.
And the other thing is, I'll say this, and that's from watching today's game. Newcastle are starting to get better because of Trippier. He's become their saving grace.
Take something out of this set of 6. Here's Robson Stevens.
Give it Paul Sykes to go for 1. I'm only joking.
So, I'll take a 1.
Yeah.
I'll take a 1 at this moment in time. Yeah. So, chance now, Speakman went. He beat the first, but then all of a sudden, if it had been quicker,
and that
he was gone. But just on the line, not the best pass out. As
Kieran Trippier basically.
Disaster for the Rams. Yeah. Absolute disaster for the Rams. An awful pass out, and in the end, it was a juggling.
And it looks like Kieran Trippier's goal today reminded me of his goal in the semi-final of the World Cup.
1 metre away from the line, the ball came back out, and a slippy ball as Dewsbury tried to get the ball under control. They couldn't get it under control.
Yeah, and the game had to be stopped for 7 minutes.
Joel Farrell, and he was nearly clear. And from that, a resulting set of
6. It seems to be a common trend. It seems to be a common trend in football.
Set of 6. As chance now, try time for the Sheffield Eagles, and number 11 is going to go over Johnson, and Liam Johnson's gone in.
Come on!
Dewsbury's own downfall. You have to
get in. The try for Sheffield Eagles.
Awful pass that was high.
I say no more. I didn't expect us to even get any points on the board.
To gather it in, and in the end, the ball came out to Joel Farrell. Farrell broke out, and
Second half.
infringement, a result.
They're in the They're in the 62nd minute. And basically, one of Dewsbury Rams players made his own mistake. They basically messed up their own try from 1 metre out, and now they went down the other end and scored.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I mean, you know,
That's what happened.
You can blame a couple of players.
Yeah, that's good. Because I've even told my dad, I want England to finish above Scotland, and it teaches Scotland that you're never going to be better than us English. But my dad just said, wait and see.
He's got Super League quality about him, but he's not a dummy at half. So
there's only one player. There's only 2 players in the England team I like. They're like 2 good players, and that's Owen Farrell and that Michael Smith.
One of the Rams players coming out of line. I know it's already tough.
They're the 2 best players England have got.
Coming out a little bit, and it's a missed kick though by Isaac Farrell. That's a missed.
Yeah, Courtney Lawes got injured even before this game even played. It was announced during the week that he wasn't playing.
This is a tight one. We mentioned how the Rams gonna.
I've met I've met one of the England players, and that was Owen Farrell. Nice bloke.
To go forward before a poor pass. Be interested to see what Sykes does from the kickoff here. I can imagine he'll go high as he can, as far as he can, keep it inside. But
even though the only reason I don't like him is because he plays for Sheetal Saracens, who got away with doing money for years and then got punished for it. But
does get what a disaster there by Paul Sykes. He's hit it straight out of touch.
Trying to find out what the score is so I can kind of update the things. It's not updated yet.
Certainly a man of his experience. We saw that last time as well.
Yeah.
One of his kicks. He's getting seems to be getting a lot of distance on his kicks more. Probably because his injuries have healed up over the years. But
because the main important. Because the main thing is they would want to get prepared because it's not long until we play literally on a Saturday.
Just seeing anything on there in the chat box. Remember, you can still get in touch with us.
But I managed to find out what happened to Mason Mount. It turned out that one of the Palmeiras players actually fell on his ankle.
To listen live on there.
So think about it. It wouldn't be nice if you just fallen over and then you have a player's full body weight on your ankle.
Has stopped. Remember, Dewsbury down to 12 men. A straight red for hooker Reece Butterworth. And disaster time maybe now. Good tackle. Just Dewsbury having to cover and get back in position as the ball comes out. Thackeray kicks across field, and that has to be kicked out of the play by Matty Burrell, and that's going to be a drop beneath the sticks. Sheffield all of a sudden got the incentive after scoring that try, Kay, and certainly got the momentum behind them.
Yeah, of course they do. I mean, good sliding defence again from David Dixon.
There we go.
Down that left-hand side with Ryder and Burrell being, using a bit of matureness that he's got to kick that ball out. But yeah, it's going to be really tough for the Rams now to get anything out of this game if they can. Sheffield seem to be on the front foot. I think the wind is.
Here we go. The score at the moment is Dewsbury Rams 6, Sheffield Eagles 4.
Somewhere else, but the Rams just got to keep it tight, slow things down when they can.
Yeah, but like they say, they said it was from
in areas where it's going to damage them. As now it's Liam Johnson, the try scorer for the Eagles, just tackled 15 metres away.
No, but the one thing, it's like what you tell me, there's one player you can actually blame, and that's the player who got sent off. If you didn't get the player sent off and you had the full complement of players, you might have got something more out of the game.
Just underneath the sticks.
So it's basically that one.
But he's kicked the ball forward, and the referee looked as if he were going to blow the whistle, and then didn't do anything.
No, I thought he dropped that and knocked it off
before
he kicked it.
So from what you were saying now, and this is very rare that you see Isaac Farrell missing a conversion. It's because it was from an extremely tight angle. And that's how he missed. Because luckily last week all of his kicks were literally under the sticks.
Winger Jason Bass will play this one back to Fifi.
Yeah, and he managed to get every single one in the last game, and the first kick he's had and he's missed. So it shows that what a difference makes when we don't do that.
Play that one back. Halafifi will back outside to 13.
But they've still got plenty of time. They've got about...
And his strong running.
Yeah. West Ham are 7 points behind us.
Hanging on here. Think, oh, is that a drop? What's the referee say? He's given 6 clear.
So basically, by the time we come back, we're guaranteed now to be third, to stay third.
Surely this is a knock on this time. Or is he saying that
because
the Dewsbury hands?
I think he's going for the first knock on, which would be a shame because he played advantage and give it back to one. And it's Evan Hodgson. And
Wolves beat Spurs.
I think he did point towards the Dewsbury side, so I think it is a Dewsbury ball. But there's been a few times today where the referee has made some interesting
Aspilicueta actually revealed penalty mind games.
And it's all been against Dewsbury. Now, sometimes the Rams have obviously deserved it.
Because it turned out, so at the mind, I've been reading this, and it turns out, and this is what confused me when I said Aspilicueta is going to take this penalty. No way. And it turned out Aspilicueta picked up the ball, stood by the penalty spot, with the Palmeiras surrounding him to put him off. But because he knew he was going to put him off, he thought, I'll give the ball to Havertz. And the Palmeiras players didn't do anything to him. So you can see what the tactics were there. Yeah, and it turned out they did that as a bit of a... Yeah, because they did the tactics, so it meant they would put off a player that's not even taking it to draw the Palmeiras players' intention of him and not the original taker. So it's... Yeah, so it's basically a very good tactic. Can we please give Kai Havertz a statue outside Stamford Bridge?
The Sheffield Eagles, and that is tough defence, especially when you're a man down from a scrum from 10 yards out. They've come out of the scrum to the right hand side. They took it in the centre position of the field underneath the sticks. Crackery pass it on to the right.
I'm just saying.
Not too sure who's gone over. I think it's the fullback for the Eagles, and that's all from this six that he started again after the Rams was.
I think you can. Well, it was one of those. There's the people shouting cheat. So they're not happy with the referee at all.
No, because
some of these decisions.
He's played advantage after the Rams have knocked the ball on. He's played the advantage. He's given the Sheffield Eagles the set again, and then the Eagles go to offload the ball and knock it on from that. And for me, there's enough advantage played there because you've already given the reset set. So it's just really frustrating for the Rams today. Obviously, being down to 12 men, it's never
what's interesting, what's weird that Declan Rice actually wants to come to Chelsea.
To take this kick from 25 yards out, 5 yards in from that right and touchline.
Yes, get in! Sheffield Eagles are now officially in front.
I think he's just drifted it. Oh, he's kicked it. Good kick from him. So it's Dewsbury Rams 6, Sheffield Eagles 10. So whether they'd have taken the 2 earlier on wouldn't have made too much difference, unless they could have got themselves a late penalty and another conversion to equal up. But the Rams need a try at least to get themselves back into this game, and it's not going to be Paul Sykes to kick it this time.
And try for Sheffield Eagles, scored by Chris Wellen.
He's left-footed as well. He keeps it fairly straight and narrow. He goes into Isaac Farrell's palm before Tyler Dickinson,
who we couldn't really beat last season.
Who was they've given it to Chris Wellen on
the only reason we're actually winning is due to the fact that they got a player sent off.
The Eagles now Broadbent.
I don't think we would have won if they had.
Someone I want to see more into this game.
What?
The last 10 minutes or so, he can really make an impact.
Oh, I can.
Just coming up to the 30-metre line, Liam Johnson.
I think he actually, because I think they've mentioned his name a few times that he nearly scored a try. I don't remember because it's.
Going for the 40-20, but Andy Gabriel there catches it on the full, turns around. He's already on his 20s, going up towards.
He's already on his 20s.
From a couple of them Eagles defenders, he can.
He did well there, Andy Gabriel, to stay on his feet because the momentum forward with it back to. I thought referee was going to award.
Come on, Lester, can you do us a favour, please?
Some of his hand gestures and things like that, but.
Geez, you can definitely tell that pitch is very muddy. You can hardly see the blue on the Sheffield Eagles shirts.
12 men at this moment in time. Isaac Farrell comes across to make the tackle.
Yeah,
The Rams
that's why they're saying that there's in a lot of the games why most games are not scoring a lot of tries. It's due to how the state of the condition on the pitch don't help.
There we go. There is a penalty for the Dewsbury Rams.
Yeah, if it was like that and it was football, game would be called off. Because that's the difference.
Then Ryder was tackled as well. Burrell kicks with his right
Yeah.
into touch.
It says here we got to make a bold prediction that the blue kit won't be as blue by the end of the game.
David Dixon takes his cap.
I agree with that.
Can he dance himself about? Gets tackled now just 12 metres away, left hand side of that post. That left post, that is. Speakman, dummy half, needs to keep himself composed.
You were checking to. Yep, he is start. He's playing Jones Bishop.
Julian Thomason is the first one in. Drives it in pretty well. 2 metres away from that try line.
I thought I cannot tell when they put the match squad up because they just put it on a list.
Schofield's challenge now just 5 metres away. Still got hold of it. Spearman, dummy half.
He's second. He's second top. It's Guzdeck is first.
It's very slow. Offloads it. Spearman now onto Burrell. Ball still in play. Sykes. Little grubber kick. Ryder try!
Oh no!
Ryder try for the Dewsbury Rams. What a great little kick that was.
Dewsbury Rams have just fucking scored with 1 man less. Fuck off!
Just dropped the ball and so easily just tapped it 2 yards in front of him.
Oh, God. We did all the hard work to go in front and then we just bottle it like that.
From 5 yards away, because I'm knowing going over that try line. Superb try for the Dewsbury Rams. Can Burrell put the Rams back in front?
No, you can't. You can't. You're going to miss your cunts.
So the conversion attempt's just going to be more straight at the post, but one of those that you just got to hope that he'll be clearing mud from under his studs and all sorts. But in normal conditions, it would be an easy conversion to do for Matty Burrell. But certainly 12-man Dewsbury Rams scoring. Can they go back in front of this one? Burrell kicks. And it goes through the post.
Oh, wow, wow. It looks like there's already an injury already within the first 2 minutes.
About 7 minutes to play here at the Tetley
And you know the player that you just mentioned that you think should play for England? No, who should be playing for England? For Gareth Southgate's squad, you mentioned him already, called Jared Bowen. He went in for a hard crunching tackle and he's come out worse. And he's the one who made the challenge.
7 to 5 minutes or so. And
yeah, because he was holding his leg for for 2 minutes, thinking, "Oh my God."
Will the kick off? Will he go short? Will he go long? And he's gone low and he's kicked it into the ground. And Tomlinson and Andy Gable, unfortunately, has knocked that ball on 20 metres away, 15 metres away.
I don't think you can blame Andy Gable too much on that because
12.
It was one of those that he saw it so late after the first. It missed the first player and came through there.
It's either way. It's Justin's his surname, so it's James Justin. James Justin.
It's going to be the scrum, just 20 metres away, straight in front of the sticks. Can the Rams hold on once again with
Sheffield Eagles?
Down this right hand side.
Sheffield Eagles. I'll take a draw at this point. I'll take a draw at this point. We're not losing to a side with 1 man left.
Eagles try again. Dewsbury wraps up, but remember they're a man down. Ball back inside. Still as Tyler Dickinson tries to offload, he can't offload. The Rams hanging on for dear life. Sheffield 10 metres away from the Rams.
Wow. It says here that Zuma got replaced by Diop due to illness.
Farrell is stopped. They'll get back up on his feet.
And that was literally at last minute.
And Isaac Farrell this time throws the loose pass out to Johnson.
Oh, England are 26-0 up. Nice.
But,
well done.
The Rams trying to cover. They need to make that tackle on that right hand side to stop Ben Jones Bishop. He has stopped, but back to Thackeray. Thackeray with a high kick across field. Who's got the ball? I think Sheffield might have got the ball. Is it?
Hand over. great defence that was from the Rams. The way they slid over to the left there was a poor pass, but it still found the man on the overlap. And then Andy Gabriel down here with his partner.
We're not at. You can't say we're getting battered. We're only losing by 2 points. So that's not a battering.
We're having this ball back.
So obviously, with on the scoreboard in the ground, it's showing just about 4.5.
There's literally 3 games at the moment, which are all at least 1 point or 2 points off. Yorker 6-4 up, and Witness 9-8 up. So there's 3 games which could 26-10.
Great drive there. Burrell now kicking. Hopefully it doesn't go out on the full. Doesn't.
Here we go, we'll check. Bussy with 2, Pickagrill with 1, Gale with 1, and Jones with 1.
Just inside that Eagles half, Bass doing his best to try and win himself a penalty, doesn't get one. Ben Jones,
I'm going to say 3. 3.
He says no for no obstruction inside the Rams half. He's going to go to his right hand side with Liam Johnson. Liam Johnson's been wrapped up by 4 Dewsbury players. That'll slow it down.
Checking the.
Possible, but also leaves them on the field.
Wow. At least Fev have not done worse than what Witness did in their last game. They conceded 18 points to Workington. But Witness scored 70 points again. But the only difference is Witness. Now again, Workington. Witness basically beat Workington 70 points to 18. That was in their last game. That's why I'm saying that they'll be up there. They'll definitely will challenge Fev if they've got.
Really good play from him there, Rob.
So the Rams just trying to get out of danger. They've made it to around about 10 away from their own line. Could just try slowing it up now and just build the way, but still, unfortunately, too much time.
Yep, Fev play on a week on Saturday, and they play at London Broncos.
1 or 2 sets, I think you would say. But this is better.
Home.
Good work by the Dewsbury Rams, getting the crowd going as well. So the Rams just tackle.
And the other game is Newcastle versus Whitehaven.
Splits the winger and the fullback.
And we are playing Batley Bulldogs, another team we've not been able to beat. Because I think we lost to them twice last season.
Certainly good for the Hill to keep the south stand open to Dave, because good support in there. So ball's running out every time.
And then the following week after that, it's Betfred Challenge Cup action. Yep, and Fev in that one have got Halifax Panthers.
Really short on numbers. Need to make the tackle count. Minicello comes in.
And Sheffield Eagles are playing Hunslet Club Parkside. If we lose to them, then we deserve to be ridiculed.
Still there. There's the overlap. Tackle needs to be made. Oh, what a tackle that was.
Penalty to the Rams. Penalty to the Rams. The tackle had been made. The ball carrying arm had hit the floor with a player around him. Then he gets up to offload it. That means that is a penalty, and the Rams have been of great.
Do shitty ass. Shit, yeah, I've already playing. Let's see down here. Yep, Toulouse's next game is Salford Red Devils. Come on, Salford, beat Toulouse, please.
On that clock, I cannot take my eyes off the clock and the game right now. It's getting that exciting, and Burrell does well.
It's not that exciting, it's that stressful, because we shouldn't be losing to these cunts.
This is real up the jumper stuff here that the Dewsbury Rams have got to do. Keep hold of
wow.
the ball.
Following, wow. In 2 weeks' time, you would have to Warrington actually win a game because they're playing Toulouse. We don't want French comes winning.
Remember, that's not an official time scoring this, so we're not quite sure how long is remaining.
Come on, you absolute cunt.
But Sheffield might get one last opportunity to.
I just wanted to. Wow, it's 1-0 West Ham.
Should be trying to slow this ball down, but there. So as Sheffield once again.
1-0 West Ham.
That's it. 40 minutes is up. 40 is up. So just whatever is going to be hanging on now. as Brielle tries to go forward. He's wrapped up.
I don't have to say his name because he seems to be scoring every week for West Ham.
So,
It is JB Jarrett Bowen.
No, he's not got touch. Maybe a chance now. Sheffield's last
Because literally,
chance to go downfield.
it was just literally split ball from their defence, ball over everyone. Jarrett Bowen just went through the middle of their defence and scored with ease. No! Dewsbury Rams have won 12 points to 10.
12 men Dewsbury have beaten Sheffield Eagles 12-10. What a great win.
Oh.
Look at the Sheffield players. They look disgusted with themselves. But that was all heart in the second half. And what a great victory. Adam Ryder's try.
We've lost to a team with a man down. But also,
in this second half, a great victory for the Rams.
you can't really say that because you lost with you lost with 10 men.
This year,
We
have won this one and came.
Yeah.
That was all hard. Defense by the Rams.
Yeah, all hard. You know, you just see how much it meant to the Dewsbury, the players out there.
And the difference is you only lost because you got players sent off. We didn't win and we lost to a team the opposite way.
Superb. The way they defended throughout this second half.
But all I'm going to say is I'm not that disappointed because it's only 2 points. If you lost by 10, I'll be thinking, fuck's sake.
It doesn't matter how much
It's only 2 points.
But if you've got that heart to fight until the end.
Yeah, the main one that I was more wanting us to win was the one that we got the winning, which was Bradford.
Because the left to the right was quality. The kicking game for the majority.
Fuck off! We got a better squad than they have.
Really, really impressed with every single player out there.
It's just that we just get.
Obviously, there was a lot of help.
Yeah, except the difference is at the moment we've still. We're having to play away. We're not even played at home yet. So we've not really had
conditions or anything like that.
We've been very different to other teams. We've yet to be played in front of a home crowd because our stadium's not finished being built.
Where they looked as if they were on top, and even though Rams were down to 12 for the most of the second half, they were still the better side, the dominant team.
Yeah, well, most of the
Full time, folks. Sheffield Eagles 10, Dewsbury Rams fucking 12.
Paul Sykes being sin-binned in that bit early.
And they were down a man as well. What can I say? What can I say? There's no more I can say.
That is one momentum thinking.
Like, sub,